Hi everyone, hi, and welcome to the channel. If you are new here, welcome to this lovely space. I appreciate the likes, I appreciate you subscribing and watching these videos. I am grateful for it all. Okay, so I want to put emphasis on people pleasing and how you became a people pleaser. Okay, so being a people pleaser is not something that you created for yourself. Let's start there. You did not want to become a people pleaser. People pleasing came from the things that you have experienced in life from your childhood until now. And you did not ask for those things. Okay, you did not ask for them. You inherited them automatically because when you're a people pleaser, it starts from your childhood. The beliefs that you thought were yours. The reason why I'm saying that is you grew up. This example will be based on my experience. You grew up in a religious home, and maybe there are Christians. It depends on the religion they're practicing. Okay, and you grew up, you saw your family going to church every Sunday, so they made you to go to church every Sunday because that's what they prefer, that's their belief, that's their values. Okay, so they made you also to go to church every Sunday. You couldn't question that, maybe. And the reason why you couldn't question that is because you knew what's going to happen when you don't go to church on Sunday. You were going to get reprimanded, you will be yelled at, or you'll be called names for not wanting to go to church. Okay, so you decided to make others comfortable and just go to church because you don't want to cause any trouble for yourself. That's an example of being a people pleaser. Okay, another thing is other like beliefs you saw maybe your parents or guidance moving a certain way, doing things in a certain way, and because you're a child, you can't question any of those things. You are clueless at like you are clueless, you don't know what's going on, you are just following. That's how your mind gets reprogrammed, and especially from ages of from 0 to 5 years mostly. You inherit beliefs, and you inherit beliefs and values from that age, and they get inherited automatically. You can't question it. You can't do anything about it because you're a child. You don't know anything. You think that is how it's supposed to be. And then you grow up. You see people, you see things, you hear things, you see, and some of those things you inherit them as well. For example, you maybe you experience violence in your household. For example, maybe your mother says something to your father, and when they disagree, when they disagree on something, then there'll be violence, they will start fighting. And so you believe that if you stand up for yourself and say something, you might be met with aggression, and you decided to shut down and be silent of things that are so important to you, because you would rather keep the peace than causing distraction. Okay, so you grew up like that, and you took that into your adulthood life. Yeah, that's how people pleasing plays. It's how it is. Okay, so what I want to say is, it is so important to it is so important to understand the patterns, especially if you know inside that this is not what you want out of life. If you know that this is not the life that is meant for you, it's so important to understand the patterns and how you got to be who you are, so that you can unlearn everything that you taught. Yeah, everything that you were taught and everything you thought is true. Okay, and that starts from understanding yourself. You have to understand yourself, you have to understand who you are, and that starts from the things that make you feel lighter. What are the things that sparks your mood? What are the things that make you feel happy, make you feel like you are that little child, that little girl, that little boy who didn't care about what's happening on earth, who's just happy? You must first, understand those things, so that you are able to question everything, you know, because people pleasing also comes from fear. Okay, it comes from the fear of being rejected, the fear of being abandoned. Because when we are telling the truth, when I'm telling the truth to you, fear is projected onto us every single day, every second, every minute. But you think that fear is loud, fear is maybe wanting to do something dangerous and having those heightened emotions. That's how you define fear. But fear at times is silent. Fear at times can show up when you want to say something that is out of the ordinary, but you would rather not say it, because you don't know how they will view you after you have said it. Fear can come, it can show as, maybe you want a relationship, a partner who's a lover, a partner. Okay, let me not say, like, maybe it can show as, maybe you want a partner who will spoil you rotten, who will buy you gifts, who will, you guys will experience a luxurious life. But you can't say it. You are scared of telling the partner that, okay, this is what I want from this relationship. You are scared of telling them that, because you fear that if you tell them that, then they will reject you, they won't want you, they'll go to someone else. It's that is okay, that is fine, because it means that they are not meant for you. Someone who's meant for you will understand that, and then they will give you what you want. Okay, so that's how fear shows up. Fear also shows up in you not standing up for yourself. When you can't stand up for yourself, you know that this is wrong, or you know that I was supposed to say this, but I did not say it, because how will they perceive me? That is fear speaking. That is fear, because you fear being abandoned, rejected. And it's not just only in adulthood, okay? That fear was created from a very young age. Maybe at home, when you said something, you were reprimanded for it. You would get punished for it. Or if you do a certain thing or whatever, you would get punished for doing that thing. So you instead let it rest, and we're like, okay, no, I'm not supposed to do this. So that thing was with you until, it was basically, that fear was passed on to you from a very young age until you became an adult, and you don't understand why you are still attracting unhealthy relationships. You don't understand, you don't understand why you are still attracting toxic things in your life. It's because you have not worked on something. I don't want to say it's because you're also toxic, that's why you attract toxic things. I would say you are only toxic if you hold on to toxic things, then you are toxic, because we attract everything, okay? Even if you have worked on yourself, you have healed yourself, you attract various things. But when you know yourself deeply, you love yourself, you know which things are best for you, so you will choose wisely. That's how it is, and that's how it's supposed to be. So it's so important to not hold on to things that make you feel small, that make you feel uncomfortable, because you're scared of whatever, of their opinions. Don't be. Don't be. Trust me, don't be. As much as it feels scary to stand up for yourself, it feels scary to love yourself deeply. Yeah, it feels scary to love yourself deeply, because you have to say no to everything that is not for you. Yeah, it will feel scary, but it's worth it. It's worth everything. Okay? Uh, and it's so important to not listen to others, especially people who are not where you want to be. Never ever listen to them. Never take advice from anyone who's not where you want to be. Okay? Never do that. Instead, take advice from yourself, because the best advice comes from yourself. But you have to listen closely to yourself. You have to create a relationship with yourself for you to be able to hear yourself loudly and clearly. And once you stop people pleasing, I'm telling you, your life will become peaceful. You won't be lonely. No, 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 no. It will become so peaceful. You'll be at peace with yourself. Your mind will be at peace. You will love yourself. You'll be happy with the choices that you have made in life. You will be happy. I don't even want to lie to you. So, if you are ready to break, because it's I would say the beliefs that you have inherited limit you. They limit your potential. You are not who you are meant to be, because we are all created to be the best versions of ourselves. But we have inherited values and beliefs that limit us, that don't push us to our fullest potential. And if you are ready to limit those beliefs and want to understand what is it exactly that is keeping you stuck, I have sessions. I guide you intuitively. So my intuitive guidance sessions will be on the link in the description box, and you can choose the best session that suits your needs. Okay? And don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if these videos do resonate with you. Please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next video.